Yo, what up? You know what it is? Your boy Traumah, Brahma, aka Brahma Guru, SoulSamples.com. I know y'all been waiting for this video. I'm finally doing it. Producers been asking me, hey, what's up with that Cali Soul kit? What's going on with it? Can I get it? What's in it? What it sound like? What it do? So I'm showing you right now. There's the first file I drug in here. It's called Delight. It has all the information you need on it to be able to play with the sample, to know the speed. It got the tempo 94 BPM, that's beats per minute for the new producers. It's in the scale of D major. And like I said, this kit is not like any other kit that you're going to buy. Usually you'll buy the kit and the sounds come with some of the information on there. You may have to guess what key it's in. If not, it may have the key, but it doesn't show you how to play in that key. You got to find that part out on your own. What I did is I put these beat cheat sheets in here to where you could just load this up with the sample. It's in the same file as all the sounds in this particular sample, and it shows you the D major scale. So you could play this right now on your keyboard. So you can even do chords if you're that advanced, but we're not here for that. I just wanted to show you that you could play along with the sample, and I'm going to give you an example of playing along with the sample. Check it out. So I'm going to pull up a bass line. That's simple. So let me throw some drums on it real quick, just to show y'all how we can do this real quick. And I gotta go to the Traumah drums. It would be disrespectful if I didn't do that. So let's get to it, man. I might cut the sample. What I did with the sample in particular is I left a lot of room before and after the sample so that you're free to truncate it and cut it and chop it the way that you need to. So you have room before, it doesn't start right on the one. If you want to, cut it and bring it to the one. And at the end, if you don't want the end, cut it off. I left it so that if you end your track, it'll sustain over. And it sounds like, you know, like you really played it. You know, or it could sound like a real sample if you want to cut it or add effects to it. It'll overlap over into the next bar. You know, some kits that you buy, they cut the sample right at the end, right at the 8 bar, the 9 mark, so that you don't have that extra part to you know, loop back around or incorrectly. I left that there for you so that you can end your tracks correctly. That's important for television music. They'll tell you that it is important to end your tracks correctly. They call them sting outs. But the way I've ended these tracks, I've given them, you know, great endings so that you could, if you did submit these tracks after you know, use the kit for television, you'll have higher and better chances. Not only that, not only will that part give you higher chances, also because for the simple fact that it's made in a major scale. And this kit is also going to teach you how to play in the major scale. So it's not just a sample kit. A lot of producers, oh, Cali Soul Kit, I get a lot of sounds. That's cool. The sounds are great. Don't get me wrong. I made the kit to be dope. You know, my personal beat files, I chopped up and gave them to you to have. But the major scale, this is, so you're getting a kit, but you're not only getting a kit, you're being taught how to play, how to make banging lead melodies. That's important. Let me get back to the track, though. So I might have to edit these mugs. Okay, so let's go back to using the beat cheat sheet. So for the bass line, like I said, just this alone is going to help you bring your production to the next level with or without the samples. The samples you can even use if you choose to use them, they're 100% royalty free. But if you want to use them just as motivation, I might even replace these keys with some other keys, because depending on how the beat is coming out, I might be inspired to take it to a new level. But starting it helps me start. And even if I do choose to use them, I don't have to worry about playing keys, because I got this sample right here doing the job for me. And it's 9 bars. I'm only using 4 bars of it. So I'm going to go ahead and extend it for the bass line, baby. I ain't even dropped it yet. Add, one more sound. Maybe a guitar or something. I'm feeling real guitarish. If you practice with those beat cheat sheets, you'll be able to play like that. Your lead game will be crazy, because you're learning the scale. All music is based on scales. Any song that you play is played in a certain scale. You could name a song and I could probably tell you the scale it's played in. And that's all just learning the scales. I call it skills and scales. If you got the skill and the scales, you can do it. That's all you need to know is the pattern of this is showing you the pattern on the keyboard. Back in the day, you used to have to be able to read music. I never learned to read music. I played the cello in 5th grade, and I didn't know how to read music then. So it was sheets like these that helped me, and it was samples like these that helped me learn to become a great producer, a well-rounded producer. When I used to sample, I would sample records, and I would listen to the record and play under it, play on top of it, to find out what the scale was, and then I would use that scale in a whole new beat, and it gave my whole new sound a flavor. The more scales you know, the more you could do, because we're dealing with a keyboard that's based on 12 different scales, and I give them to you all drawn out, from D minor major to D major, A minor major, A major, all the way down. And when you start to look at these, you'll learn quickly how to make them into chords, because chord structure is based on intervals and ratios, how far these keys apart. But let me put this guitar in there so you can hear what I'm talking about. I can't just leave y'all like that. I gotta do some strings real quick. righteous. If y'all want to hear the whole sample before I even did this, this is what you get in the Cali Soul Kit, how it originally sounds. Right here. Okay, anyway, that's the Cali Soul Kit. Get it. It's on sale right now. It's usually $100, $97. That's what my drum sounds go for. I give you 100 sounds in the kit. Just like in the Cali Soul Kit, there's 100 sounds in here. And I'm giving it to you for real low price. Under the video, you see it. It's on sale right now. Get it. That's what it is. Peace, peace. Signing off. Traumah, Brahma, SoulSamples.com.